every day, since it's for seniors only, and totally against the law for me to be living there. Or like surviving junior high school. That alone takes major concentration and endurance. But with Heather Acosta lurking around every corner, it's like fancy dancing through a minefield. I've got Heather in half my classes: history, science, and drama. And then, of course, there's before school, break, lunch, and after school. And on a typical day, Heather greets me with a sneer and, "Hey, loser," or "Out of my way, loser," or "Nice shoes, loser." That last one being about my torn-up high tops, which I'm hoping can last to the end of the school year. True to form, Thursday during third period, Heather went toward her seat and said, "Loser," as she passed by. She was texting, so I guess one word was all the multitasking she could handle. Plus, she had a red paper clamped under her arm, so she was probably also distracted by her love connection results from the Valentine's Day fundraiser the school was doing. Everyone at school had filled out a survey in homeroom. It had questions about what you like to do, your favorite band, your best subject, stuff like that. The surveys were put into a computer, and that morning the results had gone on sale. For $5, you could get a list of the top 5 people of the opposite sex that the computer thought you were most compatible with. Everyone was buying their list, but I hadn't. It used to be that spending $5 on 5 names would have been out of the question, because Grams is on a really tight fixed income, and I don't get an allowance, let alone lunch money. But for once, I was flush. To make a long story short, I'd gotten a share of a big reward for finding a stolen statue, so $5 was totally doable. But I hadn't bought mine because the whole computer match thing seemed kind of creepy. Like I can't figure out who I like on my own? And besides, I'm not looking. I've got Casey. Sure, I was tempted out of curiosity, just to see who was on the list. But I got over that when I saw what happened to other people. Things got awkward. Like a lot of people, my friends Marissa and Dot bought theirs before school, and when Marissa tore hers open, she whimpered, "No." "What?" I asked, moving in to see her list. "How can Jacob Hogan be number 1? There were tears in her eyes. "And Rudy Folksmeyer is number 2? Not that long ago, Marissa would probably just have laughed this off. But she's been an emotional wreck for months. In addition to boy problems, I think what's really got her completely stressed out is her parents. They used to be rich. But then they lost a fortune in the stock market, and Marissa's father started gambling to try to make up for it. I'm talking fly to Las Vegas and get rip-roaring drunk gambling. And even though he's joined Gamblers Anonymous and has tried to straighten things out, things are definitely not straightened out. Because of his gambling, they're upside down on their mansion of a house and may have to move. And last week, Marissa's mom caught Mr. Mackenzie playing blackjack online. So much for Gamblers Anonymous. Anyway, Marissa's gone from rich to completely broke. And she's gone from going out with Billy Pratt, one of the most popular guys at school, to having icky Jacob Hogan and Rudy Folksmeyer in the top 2 slots of her love connection list. "Hey," Dot told her, "maybe you just don't know them very well. Maybe they're actually interesting and nice." Marissa gave her a completely defeated look. "Rudy's favorite topic of conversation is dirt." Which is true. He's way into dirt biking. Marissa leans over to look at Dot's printout. "So who did you get?" And even though Dot pulls back quick, Marissa sees enough to get upset. "You got Billy? There's no way you and Billy are compatible. You're quiet. He's a ham." She flings her arms in the air and shouts, "We want our money back!" Dot, though, doesn't seem to want her money back. She just wants Marissa to pipe down. Shh.